Welcome to day 22. I'm going to touch base on being of service to others, giving freely with no expectations, and most importantly, staying out of everyone's way. So as we give and as we be of service to each other and helping each other out, holding each other's hand, being a great role model as best that we possibly can, and wanting to see everybody succeed. Yet there is a fine line of, we can't be enabling others, because if they really don't want things for themselves, then we're just doing a disservice. So that's where the power comes of just loving ourselves, too, being a service for ourselves, as far as, recognizing when somebody really doesn't want help and just being there for them without judging them. So when they do want help, that they feel comfortable that they can come to you. So, it brings up like, yeah, but I want that person to be all better, and yeah, I want that person to do it my way, just try things out my way, check out all these, phenomenal findings that I have found out, and look at this great, state-of-the-art, new, but old technology that we can use for our bodies and makes life so much simpler. Or check out this beautiful, piece of music. I mean, we have all these gifts that we would like to share with others. And we know what we know. And being, a way shower, it's not easy. It's not easy to know of all these advanced methods before the rest of the world. And being one of the people to go out there and educate the world. So it's a big control issue that we can struggle with. Wanting to control things. I mean, just wanting somebody else to succeed. I mean, that's a matter of wanting to control them. So could we welcome up those feelings of wanting people to hear us, wanting people to just do what we say? We've touched base on this in an earlier video, but, it goes round and round, and there's all different avenues that we still hold those programs in place, and that we want to control. So, above it all, I mean, we really, really want what's best for everybody in the big picture, and we really don't know. We're all doing our own journeys. So, we really, want that freedom, and what freedom gives. Freedom gives everything to us, and therefore shifts everything around us. So that's the freedom from the inside, being totally free. So I must want freedom more. Repeat after me. I must want freedom more than approval, than control, than safety. I decide to let go, to be free. So could you let go of wanting control so you can have control? Yes. Could you let go of wanting control so you can have control? Yes. We can't want and have at the same time. So could you just let go of wanting so you can have? Yes. What feels better, having control or wanting control? Having control feels better. Could you let go of wanting control so you can have it? Yes. Do you feel like you have control, or do you still want it? I have control. Can you have even more control? Yes. Could you have even more control? Yes. And even more. 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 Yes. And what are you experiencing? A little quieter, a little calmer, everything that didn't feel good a few moments ago doesn't seem to really bother you in this moment. And could you have even more control? Yes. And could you have even more loving control? Yes. And even more loving control. Yes. And even more loving control. Yes. And even more. Yes. And could you just surrender into that feeling of peace and quiet, that relaxed feeling? Just surrender into that. Surrender into the quiet. And that's where we can move and share the ultimate love with everybody from our heart. In that quiet space, that non-judgmental space of quiet. Sometimes it takes hours to meditate to get this space of quiet, when it can really just take a few minutes. It's a decision to let go and surrender into the quiet. Have an amazing day. Lead with your heart. Aloha.